Hi Pisces, welcome to your week ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Remember these, quick note, these readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Pisces, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week this week, you've got your card, the moon card, moon child. You Pisces are the moon card in tarot. This card represents the past, it can represent the hidden, and it can also represent confusion. All right, now I don't feel like it's the confusion this week. However, I do feel like this is you really delving into your creativity. This might be a week where an idea just kind of bubbles up from within you. Now remember, all planets are direct now. No retrograde energy in the stars whatsoever. So everything's your fault again. All right, got to take full culpability. The fact that you have the moon card though, I feel like this is either a creative idea that's kind of literally like bubbling up from the subconscious. There's something that is kind of being formed within you and is trying to make its way out into the world. You might understand this as kind of like, you know, when you, this like in the early days of intuition, when I certainly was, I was a teenager, because there's a lot going on as a teenager, right? I knew I was intuitive, I knew I was dreaming future events and stuff, I was totally aware of that, but for a long time I had this thing where like I would have an intuition like something is about to happen, but I couldn't put my finger on what it was. And so because I wasn't trained and I hadn't really, you know, delved into it in that regard, it just kind of always came up as like, well, something's about to happen, and I'd always be on edge about it. Slowly but surely, you live, you learn, you start to discern feelings and you recognize certain patterns, etc. And then you start to think, ah, okay, so this means something good is on its way in. You might not be able to put your finger on what it is that's trying to escape out of you this week. So it might come up and it might just feel like an agitation. But there is something being birthed from you. And this I actually think can be very good for your creativity this week. I also feel, for a select few of you, this may be a week where you start to really examine what path you are on and how you got there in relation to your past. So this week is like you're really going through the lifescape to say, okay, we got here because of ... How do I course correct now? For your actions and options, you've got the Page of Cups. That's a time sequence. Whatever you are doing this week, whatever shows up for you this week is going to really make itself known as the latter or the end of February. As we come into the end of Feb, whatever you're setting into motion now, whatever is prominent as a theme or even an opportunity right now, will start to culminate or really be present as we get into Pisces season. Now, because you've got the Page of Cups as your actions and options, this week you are very open-hearted. Page of Cups, very creative. There's a lot of creative energy that's flowing around you this week that is really trying to come out into the world. Use it, all right? The other thing as well, in terms of the options that are available to you, I wouldn't be surprised if some of your ideas this week are kind of put forward and maybe you kind of a bit weirded out by it, like, oh, you know, I was just suggesting that to throw something in the pot. I wasn't aware that, you know, somebody was going to take it and do something with it. There you go. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Ace of Pentacles. Love this. There's a job offer or opportunity coming in this week, but it's one that you seem to be unsure about. You know, like maybe this comes from a recruiter, maybe it comes from a headhunter, maybe it comes from a friend or a colleague. It is in line with what you do. I just feel, because obviously you've got it with the moon card, so there's a part of you that's like, well, you know, I know it's a good opportunity, but like there's a part of you that you can't really put your finger on why you're not like, yes, this is you, yeah. Maybe it's because there's something else coming, or maybe it's because you're too bogged down with what's going on in your current sphere of existence. Now, when it comes to those of you that are, come on, brain. When it comes to those of you that are studying, this week, you could be, it feels like you're restarting a project or an assignment. And I got to be honest with you, I don't feel like you've left yourself a lot of time. And if this is the case, you will meet the deadline, but you're going to have to do that, you know, when you get tunnel vision, because you know, like, I've got this amount of time to finish this. And if I don't finish it, I'm screwed, right? So, you know, maybe you're one of those people, like I personally, with certain things, not with everything, but with certain things, I need that pressure. So deadlines really work for me, because I'm like, right, you know, this, I've only got this week you will have it. For those of you that are employed by somebody else, as I say, there's another work opportunity that presents itself this week. And to be honest with you, I kind of get the feeling that you're almost like in two minds about it. Like you don't really know, like, you know, is this what I want? I know it's a good opportunity, but I'm not Business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves. The money that you need in order to further a creative project is available to you. So, you know, use it basically. Like if there are pockets of cash or even offers of people saying, you know, if you need extra money, I'm happy to front it for you. It is the moon card involved in this. So you just want to make sure that you've read the fine print. Okay, yes, you're saying that you're going to loan me this money for my business. What is it that you want in return? If they say nothing, run in the opposite direction. If they say, actually, you know what, at some point I'm going to need you to help me with this, or I'm going to need you to do that, or blah, 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 whatever it is. If they say yes, eventually I'm going to, yeah, I need the money back eventually, or, you know what, I was actually kind of hoping you could ... That's great. That's transactional. You know what you're getting for what you're getting. And you know what you're expected to give for what you're getting. If they give you this money and they say, oh, no, I don't want anything in return, I'd be a little bit skeptical of that. Not to say that there aren't people out there that genuinely do good deeds, because there absolutely are. But you have the moon card as the key to the week, and it's literally sat on top of the Ace of Pentacles. There's something that you're not seeing for the money that you're getting. So if you've got your own business and somebody offers to give you money or offers to finance or invest, ask what they want in return. When it comes to those of you that are retired and no longer working, I mean, look, one, this could literally see you putting money into a new creative endeavor. It might not give you anything back financially, but creatively and even spiritually, this could be very fulfilling for you. So, you know, that's the trade-off. For your love and relations, you've got that 8 of Cups. So for those of you that have been disillusioned in the love sphere, for those of you that are single, out there looking, trying to mingle, and it's just not quite meshing, this could actually be a really nice week, especially because you're realizing, for some of you, maybe you're looking at partnerships and relationships and kind of saying, okay, I now know what's missing. It's not another person, it's a certain type of feeling. And maybe you're looking back over your relationship history to say, actually, I've never had that before. And it is something that I want. It is something that I need. For those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, this is you and your significant other talking something out. And look, maybe your partner says to you, you know, I really want, or I really need you to, what am I trying to say? Like maybe your significant other says, look, I want to take time off of work in order to follow this passion or pursue this dream. Nothing wrong with that at all. This is just you talking it out. Can we do it? Can we afford it? What is it going to take? What does it look like? No problems, no issues, no tea, no shade. Great. For your money and materials, you've got the Strength card. So this is great. Now, you've got the Strength card here with the 8 of Cups. If a significant other does come to you and say, I want to take time out to go back to school or whatever it might be, that might come as a little bit of a shock, because you're kind of like, oh, okay, well, I thought we were doing this. Right, and it kind of seems like it's going in a bit of a different, but hey, listen, life is evolution. You're a Pisces, you can deal with this. For when it comes to your money specifically, you got the Strength card with the Ace of Pentacles. That's lovely, but you've also got the Moon card here, and so your money, as in money that you earn, etc., it is likely to come through creative ideas or endeavors, or because it's the Strength card, you might be, at the moment, you might be gearing up to make a move that might seem to other people as quite financially risky. If this is coming from a deep well of intuition, ignore what anybody else is saying. Don't, you know, don't take it like, if this feels right to you and you can't put your finger on why, it's just your intuition is saying this is the right move, make that move, all right? When it comes to your physical health and vitality, this actually represents your whole body. And because you've got it with the Ace of Pentacles and the Moon card, some of you could be spending money on improving your health, on your physical body, your physical self. I also would say as well, if you're planning to see a doctor, a chiropractor, or an osteopath or anything like that, I would probably think about this in terms of long term rather than just something that you do as a one-time event. All right, and then finally, when it comes to your home and environment, I like the Strength card with the Moon and the Page, and I like it because this is you maybe bringing more comfort to the home, and you're doing this in a creative way. So maybe you're painting your bedroom, maybe you are introducing more plant life, maybe you are, yeah, maybe as well, potentially you're bringing an animal into the home. You know, that's also possible with this combo. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.